I got sent to town this afternoon for milk and eggs. I'm taking a little lunch break here in the cafe, and I'd like to show my viewers and subscribers, dear friends, a haul from the trading post that I just scored. Nothing to do with milk and eggs, but hey, I was out of the house, I was on the road. It was a minor detour, and for one thing, I knew they had a couple of these old imperial knives, and I decided I wanted to get them. There's me, my cigarette. Hi everybody. So yeah, mirror polish looking pretty good on this one. Actually looking better on the screen than it is in real life. We got some splodges there. But yeah, looks unused, unsharpened. And if nothing else, this will make a great steak knife for the set. There's two of those. This one has a kind of a plastic sheath. This one's real leather. And it looks like it would have carried a sharpening stone or something. I don't know for sure that that's the original sheath. It's interesting. Is that a drain hole or it's just how they made it, I guess. Well, isn't that nice? Lovely patina. Bit of steel wool, eh? Bit of mineral oil. Now this one I had my eye on for a while as well. I'm not a fisherman, and if I was, I would probably take my wife's fish fillet knife for filleting. But this one has this massive cork handle on it, so I guess that when I drop it off the boat, which you know I'm gonna do, it'll float. And I'm not afraid to jump into cold water to rescue my items, especially a precious piece of history like this. Yeah, from down in Au, Massachusetts. Could do with a little bit of, you know, a little bit of tuning. Sheath needs a little repair, but yeah, this thing's cool. I love it. Oh. They had a straight razor. All of this, by my lights, was for pretty good prices as well. The straight razor and this guy I paid a little more for. These were $10. These were $5 a piece, which I think is a really steal. Got a sharpening stone. I think he might have charged me $5 for this, which is not a great price again, but I'm always interested to try new abrasives. Now, for $5, I got this. I reckon that was a pretty decent price. Maybe not extravagantly economical, but I spent a lot of money on knives yesterday, so and I consider this hole to be no less fascinating and useful. This has one of these old pry blades. You don't see them put this on folding knives anymore, but it's like a screwdriver. It's kind of a blade. You could cut with this, but this is pry tip, you know. Cool. Oh yeah, and a liner lock on that. Good snap. Good work and torque. I like this blade profile too, isn't that nice? That low point on it. I love that. And it's not exactly the best to last, but I'm quite excited because I've been on the lookout for vintage frost cutlery since I had this experience where I bought a frost cutlery that was in the box like this, and when I got it home, it wasn't the right knife. It wasn't the knife that was on the box. And it was a horrible plastic that goes gummy handle. Anyway, so what I did was I took the blade off and I traced out the shape that was on the box, and I made a mini knife. So I got videos on that, made a sheath for it later and what have you. So I enjoyed working with that steel. I think it's a nice old 440, and what I believe with the deal with Frost Cutlery was that they they did a good heat treatment. You know, they did good blades. But the rest of the knife was chintzy. You know, the handles and the fit and finish was not so great, but the actual blade is cool. So I thought, well, if I find one of these places that has some Frost Cutlery and I find one that I like and they've got a few of them, maybe I can do a run, like a regrind, rehandled run. And anyway, I found it. They had 7 of these. I got them for $2 a piece. And this etching is going to come off. No stolen valor around here. And this etching will come off because, you know, it won't really be, by the time I'm done with it, it'll be more made in USA than made in China, I'll tell you that much. I'm going to do a full regrind, turn it into a pruner shape, right? So we'll take out the serrations, have a recurve, have a flat grind. Yeah, do some interesting finish there. Keep the original Frost Cutlery, which is like a, I don't know if it's an etch or a stamp, but it's deep. You know, that's not buffing off, but this is. And yeah, do some interesting handle material. Maybe give it kind of a sway back handle, but you know, I can use this lock back system. All this precision tolerance stuff that I can't really do, they can do for me. Whatever, 20 years ago. Can do it for me, and I'll make a run of cool little lock back knives. Yeah, that's a good action on it. Very satisfying little snap. Full shot too. Full's shot. So yeah, I'm really excited about this project. That's all. I'm also excited about this though. Staying on my belt for a while, let me tell you. It's so big and choppy. Self-defensey and whatever you want, you know, now that I'm in the big city here, you never know. Might be a bear or something. Thanks for watching. Really, thank you very much. I mean it. I'm enjoying myself. Being an influencer. Social media influencer is very important nowadays. Nothing more important than social media. You have to succeed. I never was on social media, you know, no Facebook, no Twitter, no Instagram, Meta, none of that stuff. YouTube all the way, yeah? Pin my colors to this mast. Now, is it a stable mast? Is it a mast that you can work on to get you out of trouble in a storm? Or is it going to be a mast that might take you far across the sea as much as it might flip you and sink you, and all of that is out of your control? Well, that's reality, isn't it? That's reality, my friends. Sailing the social media seas. I'm a big-time influencer. I think I'm influencing, you know, at least 2 people, somewhat. Potentially many more. There might be as many as 10 people who are feeling the influence. And what is my objective? What am I trying to influence people to do? Nothing. Watch my videos, enjoy, play around with knives, and you know, maybe don't take any of this stuff too seriously. Much less me or yourself, you know. Life is a serious matter, but the life of the individual, I don't know. I'm not convinced.